Hello everyone, and we're back with some Star Wars Galaxies action. Star Wars Galaxies Restoration to be more specific. So this is Phase 1 of Jedi Unlock, specifically in the village. And this is my third week already. It's crazy. It doesn't feel that long, but time is flying by. So in Phase 3 we have a couple options. We can do... Sorry, I'm zooming on another screen here, so it's zooming on my main screen as well. So in Phase 1, we can do Combat Prowess, Ranged Accuracy, Enhanced Reflexes, Survival, Heightened Senses, Persuasion, which I'm kind of interested in Crafting Mastery Assembly. So we are not a crafter, even though I do have some survey skills right now that I'll be dropping soon. But I liked the Survival one, and I'll show you why. I can actually show you what it does here. Enhanced Reflexes. Survival gives you Foraging plus 10, Camouflage plus 5, Trapping plus 5, Mass Scent plus 5, Train Negotiation, which I don't think is actually working yet, Creature Knowledge, and Creature Harvesting. So I'm a Master Doctor, Master Creature Handler. And the Creature Harvesting will come into play, but the Foraging, I'm interested to see how that improves my actual Forge skill. Whenever one of my other characters creates, as a bioengineer, and creates engineered creatures. Sorry, my cat just bugged me a little bit. So I'm interested to see how that'll help that. But there's not a lot of other good things here anyway for whenever, for my build. Melee defense and range defense, like I said, I don't get into combat really. Vehicle control, maybe, but I don't want to skip a week, and I'm kind of interested in the survival anyway. So, for the survival one, it says, go to see Whip. I'm seeing Whip right now. Proceed to, so he'll give me a quest. Let's see, blast it all. The count is still coming up short. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Hello? Forgive my distraction. It seems we have quite a serious problem on our hands. What's the problem? Our struggle against the Patriots of Dathomir has waged for many moons. We just recently repelled an attack against our village. That was the last phase, which I didn't record. But basically, in the last phase, in Phase 4, since I was a doctor, I just had to go around and heal a lot of people that were player characters that were actually trying to kill the Patriots that were coming in. And I did there's two different quests. You do for 50 heals. Those are heals where they actually get a kill. And then there's an additional quest on top of that gets you a Bacta tank. You have to do 100 kills. I did both of them. Our struggle against the Patriot Dathomir has waged for many moons. We just recently repelled an attack on our village, but not without some losses. I'm afraid. Go on. I took a head count of both the survivors and the casualties, and the number came up short of what was expected. I fear the worst has happened. What do you mean? I'm afraid that the missing people have been taken prisoner by the Patriots of Dathomir during the last raid on the village. To make matters worse, we don't have enough manpower right now to mount an effective search party to go look for them. Well, is there anything that I can do to help? I've got my responsibilities here at the village that I need to look after. What we really need is someone that can go out and find the missing people and bring them back if possible. I hate escort quests, but it is what it is. I remember them in World of Warcraft too. They're just so annoying. There's always like these things that just pop out of nowhere to kill you. And it takes forever usually. I did this 20 years ago or something, and I remember you have to go out like 1,000 meters or something and bring them back. But we'll see. Maybe it changed. It sounds like something that I could do. That is excellent news. I appreciate all the help that we can get. There are 5 people missing from the village. That means I gotta do this 5 times. If you can bring them all back alive, I'll help you learn to use the Force to enhance your survival skills. I understand. I will find the missing villagers. You must realize that this is not a task to be taken lightly. If you help me with this, you will not be able to assist anyone else for a while. In other words, I can't do another quest during this phase until this phase comes back around in another 4 weeks. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Rescue missing villagers. Level 80. So I have to go get these villagers. Okay. Little Pepsi. Hold on. They sell this real sugar Pepsi at Walmart now. It's much better. Much, much better. Okay, so this will unlock the Enhanced Reflexes Survival tree, which I just showed you. This one. And the overall goal is to unlock 6 of these different columns over, what is there? So there's Enhanced Reflexes, Enhanced Senses, and Combat Prowess. And that might be it? No, I have a feeling there's another crafting one. There's another crafting one that I don't have in here yet. But out of all those, you have to just do 6 of them. And so far I did Luck, which gives me +4 to my luck. And I'm working on healing, but basically these ones I get just from killing stuff anyway, so I didn't prioritize it this week to get this done. I'll be getting that experience as I do survival as well. Because right now the only way for me to get survival is off of combat experience. So I plan on, I'm going to do that right now actually. I'm going to drop surveying. Because I don't want to be an artisan. And I want to pick up eventually. I don't have to do it right now. But to get more experience, when I go out and grind for this experience, I want to pick up sharpshooter and pistols line since I use a pistol. And I won't get a lot of experience, it's going to take forever. But that's the best thing for me to do right now. I think is it Heightened Senses Persuasion was the other one that I could have done. And this Persuasion skill, this skill mod allows you to use a minor Jedi mind trick, getting you better prices for some goods like skill training from skill trainers. Like, I don't negotiate, I don't like spend a lot of money on that kind of stuff, so I'm not that worried about it, but we'll see. Okay, so the first Patriot is 1,400 meters away. So I'm gonna do this. And so I turned on mass scent. And let's go. I remember this taking forever. I don't remember how many times the Patriots of Dathomir will attack me as I'm coming back. They might just kill me. I don't remember how hard they are. The ones that we just went against when they were attacking in Phase 4 were pretty strong. Like, you need multiple people to do this. It doesn't say that this is a group quest, so I'm hoping this is solo. We'll see. Basically, I'm going to be using my Corellian Sand Panther, as you can see here, to kill the Patriots. Okay, there's the villager. They're level 81. 7,000 health. Okay. And we got some ancient reptilian flyers around too, so we're going to definitely buff ourselves. Feed my panther. That didn't sound right. Buff. So whenever I buff myself, it also gets the buffs. Same goes for the advanced back to infusion, which is an overtime healing effect. Okay, so let's kill these things first, just to get them out of the way. And then we'll kill the Patriots. You can see I'm just healing the Panther, because all the aggro is on the Panther. What's down here? Okay, Queens. Okay. So just so I don't run out of mind health, I'm going to fill myself up with some calf as well. It's not a huge regen. The Arissa is better for mind health, but I don't think I'll need that much. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to try to just bring out one at a time. There we go. Well, so far they're not doing a lot of damage, which is good. Okay, that was easy. I'm not as worried now. Still gonna try to bring out one at a time. Okay, these two, I'm just gonna... Okay, so far, pretty easy. Let's get this dude. He's gonna come out of this wall. I think if I have my panther go after him, he will come out. Yeah, there you go. She comes. There. Okay, hopefully the ones that attack me on the way are like this as well. I'd be okay with that. Okay. Let's go talk to this imprisoned villager. Okay, keep the villager alive and return to the village. Okay. It's this way. Coming with. Will it just stay up with me? Will it run as fast as I do? You know, they just gave us a buff on our walk speed on one of the last releases. I wonder if that applies to NPCs. That's interesting. Really helps my crafter, because my crafter wears armor. And because she's not proficient in the armor, she was slower. So I'm hoping... Well, that really increased her speed, so that was really good for her. But it doesn't look, kind of looks like WoW. You just gotta go for a little bit and stop and wait for him to come back. Make sure nothing attacks us. Make sure it doesn't die. Escort quests are so exciting. I have so much to talk about. I'm really excited to unlock my Jedi. So if I didn't tell you already, or if you didn't hear, I played this game when it originally came out. In fact, I started on day 2 because I remember going to my friend's house. This is whatever year it came out, 2003. And he bought it day 1 at GameStop or whatever it was called. Or Electronics Boutique, I think that's what it was called. And I was over at his house and he was playing it. And I watched him play it for a few hours and I was like, oh my goodness, this is Star Wars and you get to craft things. He was a crafter, artisan. And the servers, like there were so many people joining the servers. You had to like wait in line to get into the server, which happens a lot, especially back then. And we didn't care. Like we'd have to wait in line for an hour. I only had dial-up internet back then, but it actually still worked over dial-up. But anyway, so right after that, I went home. Next day, I went out to Electronics Boutique, bought my own copy of Star Wars Galaxies, and played it about 20 hours a day. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but a lot. I mean, I just lived by myself. I had my own house. I didn't have any responsibilities. I was I don't know, how old was I? 26 or 27 or something like that. It was during the summer. I remember that because I was in college at the time because I was previously in the military. So I started college late. And I remember I played it during college too. And I would just skip classes to play this game. Yes, I graduated and made it through college okay. But I was very addicted. And I unlocked, on the original game, I unlocked Jedi with about a week left because nobody knew what the pattern was in order to get a Jedi. And it was like, it took like 3 months before people started figuring it out. Basically what you had to do is you had to master different professions, whether it was doctor or medic or scout. And I don't remember how many, was it 5 different ones? But they were random. And there's a whole bunch of different professions. So basically you had to try to master as many professions as possible. Maybe there won't be anything that comes out here and tries to kill us. And then 5 random professions were the combo. And Pistolier was my last one. Pistoliers off of Marksman. And I got it with a week left, and I still remember the moment. This was like 21 years ago. It was like 2004 or 2003 or something. And I remember just being like, because whenever it happens, whenever you master it, you just start glowing, and it's like you get a free character. And it was a paid account, and having another character was a big deal. And it was just like, this is the best thing ever. So I played my Jedi for a while. It was tough back then. Jedi wasn't very strong. It was more of a PvP class, I think, than a PvE class, and I was terrible at PvP. And I remember bounty hunters would come after you, which is cool. You know, I'm all for that. But I could never kill them. Like, I was just terrible at it. And every time you died against a bounty hunter, I think you lost like 1,000,000 XP, which is like a whole tree of Jedi XP. And it was so depressing. And then if you died in PvE, like, you know, a Rancor or something kills you, I think it was 200,000 you'd lose. 200,000 experience, which wasn't too bad. The weird part of the visibility, like to get on the bounty hunter boards, like so bounty hunters could come find you and see you on the boards. If you were like in your group, if you were in your guild, if you were around your guild mates, it would still proc the visibility so you get on the bounty hunter boards. I thought that was kind of stupid because your guild mates would never, they shouldn't, tell that there's a Jedi here. Let's tell the bounty hunters about it. Okay, I guess I have to take them over here. It's on the other side of this fence. Okay, so I guess this is as boring as it is, and basically there's nothing gonna get me in the way like it does in WoW. You just have to kill the stuff that's there and then just take your time and walk them back. So I'm not gonna, you know, make you guys sit through this entire video, but I thought the story was pretty cool about my original Star Wars Galaxies adventure. So once the combat upgrade came out, I guess I'm going over here. Once the combat upgrade came out, there we go. 5 more are missing, so it's 6 total. It ruined the game. Like, the original game was great. There was a few classes that needed tweaks, especially Ranger. I remember Ranger sucked, and actually, they just fixed Ranger on this server, and it's pretty good now. I haven't used it yet, but it looks pretty good. Okay, 4 still missing. Good. There was just a few classes that needed tweaks, so because there was, you know, the melee classes were much better than the range classes back then, and they needed some tweaks and commando and stuff like that. But instead of doing that, they decided to make the game like World of Warcraft, and it was terrible. Like, what the changes they made was called the combat upgrade, and it was terrible, and it pissed off a lot of people, including myself. It just became crap. And then at that point, everyone was able to unlock Jedi as well. You just had to do a few things and you could get your Jedi. Uh-oh, now I have to go way out here. And the game just wasn't that fun to me anymore, so I quit. I don't remember what year it was. I played with my Jedi maybe for a year or something. Yeah, I eventually quit. But whenever they brought it back, I missed it. The crafting part of Star Wars Galaxies is incredible. I wish they could do even more with it, I think. But there are so many different types of resources to craft certain things, and I think they could make it even more complex, which would, in my opinion, would be great. Right now, the resources are static, meaning if you find a specific resource on a planet, anyone can get it. I had the idea that what if only you could find certain resources on a planet, and basically every crafter could go out and find different types of resources. It would make the randomness of it better. So basically, you'd have to tie in resources to each character per 7 days or however long the resources are out, and so let's say my crafter could find resource A, but nobody else had access to that. Or maybe they would, but you had to do something special to get to it or something like that. But right now, whenever a rare resource is out there, people have like 30 harvesters that they put down and they get all the same resource. So everyone has that very expensive resource. But if they made them more rare, if they made resources rare to the point that it was a select few or one person who could find it or something, I think it'd be even cooler. And I think there's even more that they could do with it, because right now there's max caps, and whenever you hit that cap, it's pretty... everyone's is the same, essentially. It's not as bad as WoW. Like, WoW's crafting is very static. Like, you just get the components and it's like, okay, you build it, it's done, and there's no, like... At least that's the way it was the last time I played it, and that was 2 years ago or something, but... yeah, WoW's crafting, not nearly as fun as this one. But anyway, as soon as I kill these guys, I won't keep you around any longer. Heal my dude here. Okay, and we'll kill the last one. Okay. They like standing in that wall. See, as long as I get one shot on him, I get credit for all the XP for... I just hit him for like 5 points. But see how I got 12,516 pistol XP, which is the same. So if I would have healed my pet there, I would have shared that XP, that pistol XP, with medical XP. Anyway, I'll drop it off here, and thank you everyone for stopping by. And I hope you enjoyed my Star Wars Galaxies stories. Take care.